All right. Let's come to kneel kind of at the back of your mat. And big toes together and knees together. And then arms right down by your sides. And palms of the hands can face up. Just take a deep breath in when you get there and lift your chest up. And then when you exhale right from the hips, fold forward into your child's pose. And melt your body completely just over your legs into the mat. Let go of effort. For today's practice, we'll focus primarily on finding balance between effort and ease. So exploring when you can push your body a little bit more, when you can expand upon your effort, and when you can back off, create calm, release, and find ease. As you hang out here, before we get into that, start to connect to breath. So seal your lips, and when you inhale, it may be difficult to expand in the front of the body, so try to expand into the back of your body. Just imagine your ribs, the back of the heart, back of the throat expand. And when you exhale, just soften that completely. And again, deep breath in through the nose. Imagine like you're sipping air through a straw. And exhale, even though it's through the nose, use those same muscles you would use to fog up a mirror. You can just match length of inhale to exhale. And that's where the effort is, right? In the breath. Everything else in this moment, just let it go. And think about one more full cycle of breath right where you are. And push into the tops of your hands to rise all the way up, lift the chest. Walk your hands behind you. Just walking the hands kind of as much behind you as you can without straining. Yeah. Fingertips point forward, push into your hands, and then just lean back a little more. See if maybe, just maybe, you can lift your knees up. Still breathing, right? Still breathing. Take one more big breath in. And next exhale, rock forward, strong plank. Tuck the toes, lift your thighs. Nice big breath in. When you get there, draw the chest forward, lift your thighs up. Exhale, push off the balls of the feet, shift forward, elbows straight back behind you. One unit here, you're lowering all the way down to the earth. Untuck the toes and come right up into Spanx. You're on your forearms. Lift your chest. Right, big full breath in, chest high. Try to release the glute muscles. When you exhale, just tuck your toes, lift your hips and thighs, forearm plank. Okay, do that 2 more times. Inhale, drop the hips, untuck the toes, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes, forearm plank. Yeah, one more time. And tuck the toes, go to forearm plank. Drop your knees. Push all the way back, child's pose this time. Arms out in front of you, let go. Yeah, walk your hands all the way up towards your knees. Lift your chest, breathe in. When you exhale, keep walking the hands back behind you. See if you can lean back and lift the knees, stretch the tops of the feet. This time, inhale, shift out, high plank, tuck the toes, lift the thighs. Exhale, shift forward and come all the way down to the earth. Really squeeze your elbows in by the sides of your body. Untuck the toes, Sphinx. Sphinx, breathe in. I can't even say it. Yeah, exhale, tuck the toes, forearm plank. All right, 2 more times. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the legs. Yeah, this last one here, stay in your Sphinx, take a breath in. And when you exhale, just take the left hand and angle it in towards the right hand. Yeah, from there, push into the left hand, bend your right knee, right heel towards your bum. And you can stay there or take the right hand, reach it all the way up and back. Grab onto the big toe side of your right foot. Yeah, so whether you have your foot or not, push into the left forearm, lift your chest, take a big breath in. When you exhale, hug your right heel in towards your bum. And a nice big inhale, release the right foot, release the right hand. And exhale, left hand comes out. You're right back to your Sphinx. The same idea, other side, angle the right hand in. Yeah, keep breathing here, bend the left knee. All right, left heel to bum. You can stay there, push into the right forearm, lift the chest, or reach the left hand back towards the big toe side of your foot. Remember, balance between effort and ease. So if you need to strain to get your foot, it is not worth it to get your foot. Big squeeze. And then release the left leg. Release the left hand, angle the right hand back out. Take one more breath in your Sphinx. And then exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your thighs right up onto the forearms. Drop your knees. Push back, child's pose. Take a breath in, walk your hands in towards the knees, lift the chest. Take a breath out, keep walking your hands back, lean back, maybe lift the knees. Inhale, high plank, find your strength. Exhale, come all the way down to the earth. Take a breath in, rise to your Sphinx. Take a breath out, tuck the toes, lift your hips and thighs. And do that again, drop the hips, lift your chest. Breathe in. Take a breath out, tuck the toes, lift the thighs. Back to Sphinx, this time stay here, inhale. And when you exhale, angle the left hand in towards the right. Yeah, big breath in, bend the right knee, reach the right hand back. Exhale, gently hug right heel towards your bum. Inhale, reach in opposite directions again. And exhale, back to Sphinx, onto both forearms. Yeah, nice big breath in here. Exhale, angle right arm in towards left. Inhale, bend the left knee, reach the left hand back. And when you exhale, gentle hug in of your left heel towards your bum. Yeah, inhale, reach in opposite directions. Exhale, slide the left arm back. Take another breath in here, push into the forearms, lift your chest. One more add-on, this time bend your left knee. Peel your left hip open. So rise up onto your right hand. Left knee bent, right leg straight on the right hand. Yeah, a little wild thing action. Push into the right hand, push into your feet, and lift your hips up. All right, into the right hand, lift your hips up. You're gonna take your left arm from here and pull it back and down. Bend the left elbow and kind of lift up and shine your chest through. Yeah. Drop your head back, right? Big lift at the chest. And another breath in, reach the left arm high. And when you exhale, just lower your hips. Come back to your Sphinx, right? Back to center onto the forearms. Lift your chest. Yeah. So big breath in. Exhale, bend the right knee. This time, peel the right hip open. Plant your right foot. Push into the left hand to rise up. And you can slide your left hand in so it's directly under your left shoulder. Yeah, from there, push into the left hand. Wild thing, rise up. Breathe, open up. Take the right elbow, pull it down. Lift your chest up and through. All right, effort and ease. So in the poses that take a little more effort, really check in. Reconnect with your breath. One more inhale, reach the right arm high. And then exhale, lower the hips. Come back to center. Back to Sphinx on the forearms, breathe in. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the thighs and hips, forearm plank. Inhale, drop the knees. And exhale, child's pose. Full deep breath in. Open your mouth. Exhale to just let go, release. And next time you inhale, rise up onto your hands and knees, tabletop. And when you exhale, tuck your toes and lift your thighs, downward facing dog. So push your hands down and forward and pull the hips like way up and back. Right, strong here, strong legs, thighs, knees, shins engaged. Soften through the face, through the heels, through the shoulders. Next inhale, rise up to the balls of the feet, lift the heels up super duper high. And then exhale, bend your knees and pull your hips to the back of the mat. So instead of like shoulders over wrists, push your hands forward and pull the hips back. This is like my track star coming out of the blocks more so than like, I don't know, dog, bear crawling around. So pull your hips way back. Yeah, see if you can drop the knees a little closer to the earth. Breathe here. Loaded beast. I've heard people call this loaded beast pose. Can you just be and breathe in loaded beast pose? And soften your face, drop, release the shoulders, bend those knees a little more. Take one more big breath in. Full breath out. And then just torpedo forward, high plank, breathe in. Exhale, this time just to low plank. So stop when your elbows, when the shoulders line up with the elbows. Yeah, then pull your chest through and up, upward facing dog. Huge inhale, lift the chest high. Exhale, push the earth away. Downward facing dog. Inhale to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, loaded beast, pull the hips back. Yeah, step or float, feet to hands. Any way you want to get there, feet to your hands. Walk your feet to the outside edges of your mat. So feet out nice and wide. And then turn your toes out away from each other. So toes are completely off of your mat. Yeah. All right, from that position, start to drop your hips. Just push into the center of your heels and drop your hips as much as you can without lifting the heels. If your heels come up, please stop going down or readjust your feet and keep those heels down. Yeah. All right, hands to heart center, push into the center of your feet. Lift your chest right up to your thumbs. And then take your elbows and push them into the knees. So you're pushing your knees out away from each other. All right, how are we doing? We're breathing, we're going, right? Okay, push your feet through the earth, really ground down. Yeah, from there, reach up high to the sky, inhale. When you exhale, just drop the hips, keep lifting your chest from all the way back down. Yeah. All right, 2 more times. Inhale, push into the feet, reach up high. Exhale, drop the hips, keep lifting your chest. And do that 1 more time. Beautiful. Lower your hands, lift your hips, turn your feet parallel. Right? Lower the hands, lift the hips, turn the feet parallel, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, walk your feet together to touch. And when you exhale, high to low plank, bend the knees, plant your hands. You can step or float, but just shoulders to elbow height. Try not to go any lower than that. Upward facing, hips forward, chest high. Downward facing dog. Push the earth away. Right leg high to the sky. Down dog split, inhale. And when you exhale, take your right knee to your nose and your shoulders over your wrists. So there's just kind of doing this, lazing here. I'm lazing here. Or engage. Push your hands through the mat. Try to kiss your shoulder blades up to the sky. Hug your abs in and squeeze your knee towards your nose. From there, shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Yeah, then down dog split, breathe in. Do that again. Knee to nose, exhale. Then look forward. See if you can step your foot all the way up between your hands. And of course, if it doesn't make it, you can kind of manually move your foot all the way up between the hands. Yeah, lower your left knee. Untuck your left toes. Drop your hips down and forward. And from there, lift up, reach up, go up, breathe. All right, crescent lunge. So really try to find that up position, like you're dropping your hips. Yeah, they might want to hold up there. It's not about effort, it's about ease. Instead of using the effort to hold your hips up, just let them go as far as they are going to go without forcing it. Yeah, and then a little bit of effort to lift your chest, reach up, maybe reach up, reach back. Big full breath in. When you exhale, reach your hands forward to frame the right foot. Fingertips stay glued there, lengthen out the right leg as much as you can, pull your hips back. Yeah, so take your right toes and pull them up towards your right kneecap, flex your right foot. Tap the toes straight down towards the earth again. 2 more times, take your right toes, flex your foot, right toes towards right kneecap. And again, just drop the toes. 1 more time, toes towards kneecap. And drop the toes, shift forward into a lunge. Just plant your hands, tuck the back toes, high to low plank, step it back, let it go. Up dog, inhale. Down dog. Exhale, other side. So inhale, left leg high. When you exhale, knee to nose. None of that lazy Lauren business. Push your hands down, belly button to spine, puff up, create space. Yeah, shift forward, forward, forward with your chest, and then down dog split, breathe in. Exhale, same thing, knee to nose, look forward. Yeah, step where you're looking. When you get there, lower your right knee down. Untuck the right toes. And that surrender in the hips first, and then reach up. Yeah, big breath. Nice. So you drop the hips, lift the chest. All right, we are moving. Yeah, push your left heel down. Release the hips again from there. And then see if you can kind of climb up a little taller, not with the shoulders, but just chest up and fingertips up. Big inhale. Yeah, exhale, reach your hands forward, frame the left foot. Glue your fingertips there, start to lengthen out the left leg, pull your hips back, breathe. Yeah, left toes towards kneecap, breathe in. Release just the toes down, breathe out. 2 more times. Flex your left foot, inhale, toes towards kneecap, chest stays forward. Exhale, release. 1 more time. Let it go. This time, drop your hips down and forward, back to a lunge. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your right toes, step it back, high to low plank, all on your exhale. All right, adapt if you need. So up dog, breathe in, or maybe it's rest. Down dog, breathe out. Maybe it's child's pose. Right? Adapt if you need. Inhale, rise to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, pull your hips way back. Feet to hands, step or float. Halfway lift when you get there, draw the chest forward. Yeah, exhale, forward fold, walk your feet out, mats width distance apart. So turn your toes out away from each other. Drop your hips. Yeah, hands to heart center. All right, palms together to touch. Push your knees apart, lift your chest up high. All right. Push down into the feet, take a breath in, reach high to the sky. Take a breath out, lower all the way down. This time, right hand, reach it out past the right big toe. And when you inhale, lift the left arm up, feel open and breathe. And just hold here for 3. Rotate the left ribs up and back, 2. And 1. Now take 1 more inhale right where you are. Exhale, hands back to heart center, palms together to touch. All right, root down into the feet, rise up, inhale, stretch high. Exhale, getting into those hips, lift your chest, drop the hips back down. So left hand, reach it out in front of the left big toe. Right arm, twist open towards the sky and breathe. Right ribs rotate up and back so you open across your chest. Full deep breath. And one more inhale. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Push into the feet one more time. Reach up high. Use that whole inhale to go up. Exhale, lower right back down. Chest stays high. Lower the hands. Find your half lift. Feet parallel. Exhale, high to low plank. Let it go. Step or float. Upward facing dog. Open across the chest. And then downward facing dog. Stretch the backs of the legs. All right, inhale. Right leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, low lunge, look forward, step the right foot through. Lower the left knee, untuck the left toes. Take a huge breath in and reach up high, drop the hips. Exhale, find the half split, pull the hips back. This time you're flexing the right foot. Right toes go towards the right wrist. Bring your foot back to center. Do that again, just drop the right toes towards the right wrist. Toes back to center towards the sky. One more time. Center towards the sky. Drop your hips down and forward. Stay here. Yeah. Crawl your hands up to the right thigh this time. Drop your hips down and forward. You can stay or bend your left knee, left heel towards bum. Right, stay or reach the left arm forward, up and back towards the big toe. We've kind of been here before, kind of, sort of, right? Drop the hips. Yeah, lift the chest. Nice, full big breath. Release the left foot. Lower your hands down. Inhale. And when you exhale, tuck the left toes, step it back, high to low. Upward facing, really pull your hips forward and then lift your chest. Downward facing, push your hands down and forward. Pull the hips back. All right, we're moving. Left leg, open up, inhale, reach. Knee to nose, squeeze it in, exhale, try to connect. Inhale, reach, down dog split. Exhale, step it through. Or the right knee down, untuck the right toes, just take a big breath in to drop your hips and reach up high. And then exhale, frame the left foot with your fingers. Half split, left toes back towards the kneecap, yeah. 3 little drops, left toes towards the left wrist. Pull back to center. Do that again. Come back to center. One more time. Whoop, back to center. Drop your hips down and forward. Nice big breath in. Crawl your hands up to the left thigh. Exhale here. Again, you can stay, right? Or start to work that quad stretch. Right heel towards your bum. A little hamstring curl. Maybe reach the right arm up and back. Just go for it. And if you happen to be able to grab your foot without straining, you can use your right arm to gently pull your right heel towards your bum. Or you're just reaching and lifting your chest. And definitely focusing on breath. Ujjayi, in through the nose, out through the nose. Activating the muscles at the back of the throat. Yeah, one more breath in. And then you exhale, release it all. Take a breath in, hands frame the left foot. And then exhale, step it back, high to low. Push into the hands, chaturanga. Upward facing, breathe in. Downward facing. Boop, breathe out. Inhale, rise up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, bend the knees, pull your hips back. And this time, can you jump your feet to the outsides of your hands? So maybe even lift your hips up and then jump the feet right into the squat. Right into the squat this time. We've been doing 3, right? So we've got One more round of this wave. Push into the center of your feet. Take a big breath in, reach up high to the sky. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, right hand out in front of the right big toe. Heel open, breathe out. And you can stay here or bend the right elbow around the right leg and swim the left hand behind you, either towards your left hip crease or clasp your hands around the right leg. All right, back to breath. If it's gone somewhere else, in through the nose, out through the nose. Reconnect. Take just enough effort to come back to center. Palms of the hands together to touch. Ground into the feet. Inhale, reach high to the sky. And exhale to lower back down so chest stays lifted as you drop your hips, yeah. All right, nice work. We're moving left hand in front of the left big toe. Reach the right arm open. I breathe. And you can stay here or bend the left elbow, reach the right hand behind your back. Half bind or full bind. So right hand to the left hip crease or clasping hands around the left leg, yeah. Just try to create a little space, right? It can be a little crunched in here. I feel a little crunched in here. Can you create space? Push into the heels, lift your chest. Rotate your right ribs up and back. Yeah, just enough effort to bring hands back to heart center, palms together to touch. Push into the center of the feet. Take a big breath in, reach high to the sky. Exhale, last time, lower down. Stay here, 5 breaths, or crow pose variation. If you want to come into crow pose variation, plant your hands out in front. Take a slight little bend of your elbows backwards, and then squeeze your knees into the upper arms. From there, lift your hips up and start to shift your chest forward, lean in. And then maybe it's one heel to bum, other heel to bum, or maybe both heels come up towards the bum at the same time. Give or take a couple more breaths. And then you can either step yourself or float yourself straight back, high to low plank, up dog or down dog, or like I'm doing, lower back down into your squat. Lift your hips like we've done before, half lift, inhale, and then, I can't even say it, high to low plank. What's that thing? Right, step or float, high to low. Up dog, down dog. It's your practice. So you just play around with whatever journey you want to take to find your way all the way back to downward facing dog. Yeah. Inhale through your nose when you get there, open mouth. Exhale this time. Right leg high, breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe out. Down dog split, fill up your lungs. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step the right foot all the way up between the hands. So we'll start to lengthen out the right leg for pyramid pose. Pull the right hip back. This time, both legs are straight-ish. The back knee's not down. Pyramid pose, a little different. Pull the right hip back, drop your chest. Gaze to your back foot. One more full breath in. Exhale, low lunge, twist, bend the right knee, reach the right arm up to the sky. All right, getting into the IT bands a little bit. Turn both sets of toes, all of your toes to the right. Come on to like the knife's edge, baby toe side of the left foot. Drop the hips down gently, reach your right hand to the back of the room, and then push into the right foot, lift your hips, reach up high. Yeah, nice big breath in, hips up high, nice breath out to drop the hips. Inhale, reach up high. One last time, exhale, drop the hips. When you inhale, turn all of your toes to face to the front of the room, reach the right hand forward and down inside of the right foot. Exhale, spin the left foot flat. All right, we're gonna get a little funky one more time. So switch your legs, lengthen out the right leg, nothing else changes, lengthen out the right leg. Bend the left knee and start to walk your hands towards the back of the mat. When you can't go anymore, flex your right foot, right toes towards your kneecap. And then see if you can drop your hips down a little bit more. All right, Vinyasa, a side squat lunge looking thing. Yeah. Warrior two. Shift forward again. Right, bend the right knee, lengthen out the left leg. Rise all the way up. Gaze over the right fingers and just breathe. Shoulders over hips. And relax the shoulder blades down. Where do you need to put an effort to be here? Arms same height. Arms shoulder height if you can. Where do you need to release, relax to be able to maintain and be here? And drop the shoulder blades. Yeah, soften your face. And then inhale, reverse. Turn the right palm up, left hand behind the back. This is a big reach, peaceful. Exhale all the way down to a low plank. Pivot to the ball of the left foot. Step it back, high to low. Up dog on your inhale. And down dog on your exhale. Left leg high to the sky. Take a big reach. Breathe in. Knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Breathe out. Down dog split, inhale. And then exhale, low lunge, look forward, step the left foot forward. Pyramid pose, lengthen out the left leg and breathe. So go through all the steps. Pull your left hip towards the back of the mat. Drop your chest and your head, gaze to the back foot. Pull deep breath. Maybe slow the breath down if it's sped up a little bit. Next time you inhale, bend your left knee, come to a low lunge, twist, reach your left arm high to the sky. And plant the right hand, left arm high. Take a breath in, chest forward, take a breath out. Turn all of your toes to the left. Reach your left hand back, drop the hips slightly. So when you inhale, lift your hips, reach up high. And when you exhale, drop the hips, reach back. The movement may be small. I'm exaggerating it a little bit. Better to just let it be hovering in a space where you feel that balance between putting in effort and ease, where you don't feel like you're forcing anything. Right, one more time. Drop the hips. And next, inhale, pivot your feet to the front of the room, reach your left hand forward and down inside of the left foot. Exhale, spin your right foot flat and really press into the baby toe side of your right foot. Now switch, start to lengthen out the left leg, inhale. Walk your hands back and bend the right knee, exhale. And when you can't go anymore, take a breath in, left toes up towards your left kneecap, walk your hands back a little more perhaps. Exhale, drop your hips right into that side squat. Vinyasa, lift the chest, yeah. Push into the right foot, push your right knee back towards the baby toe. All the way forward, inhale and rise up, warrior two. All on that inhale, switch your feet. Left toes point straight to the front. Rise up, gaze over the left fingers, breathe. Steady focus. And steady breath. Let that anchor you here. Steady focus, steady breath. Right hand behind the back, inhale, reverse. And exhale all the way down. Low plank. Upward facing inhale. Downward facing. Exhale. Drop to your knees. Puppy pose. So hips stay right on top of your knees. Reach your hands as far forward as you can without letting the hips come forward. And when you can't reach forward anymore, push into every single finger. Inhale, look forward. When you exhale, keep looking forward, not down. Drop your chest and chin towards the earth and breathe. This practice teaches us how far we can push and where we need to kind of back off a little bit. So how can we sort of safely grow and move forward? Where is that edge, that point before like massive injuries coming our way, which we don't need, right? And just push into the hands enough to lift your elbows up, your hips up, and then shift forward onto the forearms. Drop your hips, lift your chest, good old Sphinx pose. Push into the hands, lift the chest really deep. Full breath in. And when you exhale, just lower your head to your hands. Make a pillow for your head, forehead to your hands, elbows out wide. Let your hips rock side to side. Let it go. I went down a rather strange rabbit hole for me last night, watching some like reality show about the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders. I don't know. There's a point, I swear. All right, hands up by your chest. I'll get to that point eventually, but hands up by your chest, elbows high to the sky. 8-point pose, just reach the right hand straight out to the right. So you're reaching directly out from the right shoulder. And then roll over onto your right cheek and your right hip. And just do that part for now, please. Drop your head completely. And on your right side of your head, your right cheek, your right hip. Right arm should be straight out to the right, palm of the right hand down. If none of those things are happening, can you adjust to get there? Yeah, and then bend your left knee, left heel towards your bum. And just rotate your left knee up to the sky. Plant your left foot behind your right knee. From there, without effort, let your left knee just fall back away from your left arm. Just the knee fall back away from the left arm. Yeah. And you can stay there, or if it feels okay, bend your right knee, plant the right foot down alongside the left foot, and then let the right knee fall back into the left leg. Breathe. The Dallas Cowboys Cheerleaders. I'm watching this reality show, and these girls, they're like mostly in their early 20s. And then maybe by their late 20s, some of them not even, they're all getting like hip surgery, foot surgery, knee surgery. It's like those damn split drops they do, like big kick in the air, jump in the air, and then land in a split. They admit it, it's the split drops, but like you got to do it. It's part of the deal. And lengthen out the right leg if it's bent. Lengthen out your left leg if it's bent. And just gently roll back onto your stomach. Bring the right hand up by your chest and extend the left arm directly out from the left shoulder. Palm faces down. Yeah. Rotate onto your left hip, left side of the head, and just breathe. And so make sure the palm of the left hand faces down and your left arm extends straight out from the left shoulder. And then, if you did it on the other side, bend the right knee. Plant your right foot down, lift your right knee up to the sky. Let the right knee fall back away from the right arm. And you can either stay or bend the left knee, plant the left foot down. Left knee falls into the right if you do that. The Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders. It was like one of the saddest to me sort of yoga like expressions where they completely recognized what was causing pain and discomfort and then chose to respond to that by doing it anyway. Many of them chose to do it anyway, being like, I will get hip surgery at 25, 26 years old, rather than like give up this coveted position that doesn't even pay very well. But they knew exactly what they were getting into and what was going to happen. I don't know if you call that mindfulness or craziness, but somewhere in there. Yeah, so lengthen out one leg, lengthen out the other. They're not already there. Roll back onto your stomach. Hands come up by your chest. Right, push into your hands and come right up to a tabletop. And it's as though I've lost my mind. We're going to spend almost until the end of class today in frog pose. So if you want to, you can take your mat and roll it the long way into thirds. Roll it like a third of the way and then roll it again. That's going to pad your knees. Or just face on the long edge of your mat. Come to kneel and walk your knees basically as far apart as you can without forcing it, because I don't think you want to be the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders. I don't force it. There's no audience. You do the poses for you, right? There's a difference. We do these poses for ourselves. So when you can't walk your knees apart anymore, turn your toes out away from each other. Right toes are going to the right, left toes are going to the left. And try to keep your hips right on top of your mat in line with the knees. So you're not leaning forward like I am or backwards. Yeah. Try not to slide your heels in towards each other. Lots of knots. And then just drop to your forearms if you can, or you can stay on your hands if you need. If it feels comfortable, maybe drop your forehead to your hands, make a pillow again. But wherever you are landed, breathe and let yourself just be. This pose is for you. There are no gains in yoga by forcing a pose deeper. It's learning to kind of accept where you are, not hold back because you're like, I don't know, but not push and like force to go deeper. You have just one more minute here. To the best of your ability, don't try. Right? Try not to try. To the best of your ability, simply breathe. Let everything else just kind of be. Almost lost my headphones. Yeah, take just enough effort to slide your chest forward and a belly flop. And then any way you can push yourself up. If your mat's rolled up, unwind it. Come onto your back and hug your knees straight in towards your chest. Right? So any way you can get out of it. And then onto the back, hug the knees straight into the chest. When you get there, rest the whole length of your spine on the mat. And just hug the knees towards your chest. Take a breath in. From there, lengthen out your legs, let your feet flop open. Arms down by the sides, turn the palms of the hands to face up. If you had an agenda, a reason for showing up for this practice, you can let it go. In this moment, no agenda, just be. packed lots of stuff into practice. So that was a really short final rest before you get up. Take a big full inhale through your nose. And when you exhale, see if you can let every muscle in your body release with that exhale. Just and then take just enough effort to roll to one side or the other to a ball or fetal position. And just enough effort to come up to a comfortable seat. Hands to heart center, palms together to touch. Thumbs to the center of the forehead. Bow chin to chest. Namaste. Next week we will do split drops. No, we will not do split drops, but that would be fun-ish. Maybe not. Let me stop this recording before I